going to talk right now about the formation of the subjunctive. Rather than have you think that the subjunctive is just something we're going to use to replace the present tense, let me show you the circumstances under which we need it. Let me tell you though, the subjunctive is going to be a really good friend to you. Truly. You know, the lamb will lie down with the lion and all that stuff, right? Well, here you go. Just like a really good friend, the subjunctive comes to visit only when it needs to. You have to have a two-clause sentence. And the structure of those sentences will be subject plus verb, which was what we've always worked with, plus que, and then a new subject. It has to be a change of subject and another verb. Could be the same verb, but it has to have a different subject. And there are very specific situations in which you will use the subjunctive. It's not just random. It doesn't get thrown at you just any old time. When you express influence and attempt to get somebody to do something, it's like a soft version of a command. Also, when you express emotion for reasons we'll discuss when it's time. And expressions where you doubt something or when you flat out deny it. That makes it easier than the preterite and the imperfect, right? As you can see. So now, the verb formation of the subjunctive is almost very regular. What you do is you find the O form of the verb, you drop the O, and you add the opposite vowel, which is exactly what we did with commands. So AR verbs get an E, ER and IR verbs get an A in the O form, and we add the typical endings. And then we do have some spelling changes, but as we had with the commands, they are intuitive, especially after you learn the preterite. Car, gars are verbs. So reminder, here's your car, here's your gar, and here's your zar. So, looking at these three verbs, here is what the yo form of the subjunctive looks like. Notice how close it is to the preterite. The only difference is where the stress is. It's toque, juegue, trace, not toque, jugue, trace, which is why we don't have accent marks. Just about like the preterite. Now we have stem changes in the subjunctive because of the yo form. For example, almorzar, almuerzo becomes almuerce. So we have stem changes there, but in the nosotros and vosotros forms, we have them only in IR verbs. Let's look at how those work. Dormir, pedir, sentir. The yo forms of these verbs, we have stem changes. We have duerma, pida, and sienta. But when we look at the nosotros form, we also have a smaller stem change, O to U, E to I, and so an E to IE verb becomes E to I, and an E to I verb also becomes E to I. These are the three types of stem changes. We'll also have vosotros stem changes. So these are in addition to the regular stem changes. And again, only IR verbs do this. And we have 6 irregular verbs. Those are the 6 where the O form did not end in O in the present indicative. And so let's look at them. Dar gives us de, which we have to accent, so it doesn't look like of or from. Des, de, demos, deis, den. Este, estes, este, estemos, estéis, estén. Haya, hayas, haya, hayamos, hayáis, hayan. Vaya, vayas, vaya, vayamos, vayáis, vayan. Sepa, sepas, sepa, sepamos, sepáis, sepan. And sea, seas, sea, seamos, seáis, sean, or in my class you can call it shan. These are the same irregulars as the formal commands, but we have 6 forms of them. Essentially, the formal commands are an offshoot of the subjunctive. We just didn't tell you that. So the subjunctive, again, I tell you that if you let it be your friend, it will be your friend. See, it wants to be your friend. So let's learn it.